Columbus, Ohio. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the football first. And here comes Julian Sayin. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest...
There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day...
Caught, and he's got room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Motion from the back. Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayin. Got it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know...
Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Back to pass. It's Washington. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's got the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Tough to make a living as an offense converting on 3rd and 10, but they'll try it here. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And they got it.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. Snags it and he's open. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Say it. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I know the intensity can be overwhelming, but you have to hold your water. It makes it much tougher on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to go right back downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. On target. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play.
Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Here's Julian saying to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give is to Williams. Powers through the defender. Couldn't fight its way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Cross. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Webb. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. He's got him. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd down following the sack by the D. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Say it. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Again, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 10 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's USC coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Columbus. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. His biggest frustration right now is not being more productive on offense. He understands that his home environment is a challenge. Communication has been an issue at times, but he said they are just out-toughing us at the line of scrimmage. He said we've got to start establishing our rhythm, get into a rhythm, and start making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete with conviction on the crosser.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Fourth down, Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. We'll send the tight end in motion. The give is to Williams. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on Ohio State's sidelines, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game. And the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
All right, Holly.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Zayin fires to the middle. Complete to the right.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Zayin back to the air. Rushes on him. Gets open down the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Hamilton. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play. On 2nd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Howard. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Run inside. It's Cross. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tavian St. Clair Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Scanning the field, it's Hamilton. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left side, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Throwing St. Clair. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play. And the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting...
Could be an alley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running inside. It's Jackson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.